the Bible, for example. So in the first book of Genesis, what God does is to create animals and plants and humans, and we now want to gain this ability to ourselves to manufacture animals and plants and humans. And we even go beyond God. I mean, even if you believe in the Bible, the only thing the God of the Bible managed to create is organic beings. He managed to create the cows and the tomatoes and the giraffes and the humans, all organic. Now we try to go beyond the God of the Bible and create inorganic life, something he never managed to do, either according to the Bible or according to biology. For 4 billion years, all of life was organic, and now we want to create inorganic life. That's really, divinity is not far enough to describe what we are trying to do.
Kahalo Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, and rule well. I am not a member of Great Millstone. However, I've entered into the labors, peace, mercy, and blessings to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be, and destruction and woe and swift judgment to these heathen who think like this. This is what they want. Inorganic. And the funny thing, matter of fact, let me just get a script. Let's just get a scripture real quick. All right, so we're going to go to Genesis, because he's talking about the only thing the Lord of the God of the Bible will manage to do is create organic life. Everything that you see and can't see. And that is the issue I have with these fucking heathen. They do not understand the power, okay, calm down. They don't understand anything about our power. The intricacies of an eyeball, the intricacies of a hair follicle. They can't even figure out DNA. But the pride on them is to say, starting with Esau, Edom, is to say the only thing the God of the Bible managed to do was create things organic. But they need organic things to create their inorganic shit. That's funny. I find that hilarious. All right, how many times does the Lord say it is good? All right, he saw the light, that it was good. He divided the light from the darkness. I started at verse 4, okay? Let's see. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters. Let it divide the waters from the waters, right? And then he made the firmament divide from the waters, which were under the firmament, from the waters, which were above the firmament. And it was so. He called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day. So all of this creation, and he says it was good. Look at that, verse 12. God saw that it was good. That means nothing else needs to be done to it. And it's funny that all through life, all these other, if you read through the prophecies in Daniel 7, all of these kingdoms that were meant to rule, or not meant to rule, that were said and prophesied to rule, ruled and did so without destroying the earth. But now that this low-life piece of dog shit is in charge, the earth, we're on a course to where the earth would be inhabitable in the next 150 to 200 years. So clearly, the problem isn't the earth or the creation. The problem is you. I'm just going straight for scriptures because I'm low-key this shit. When I saw this, boy, man. Habakkuk 2 and 4 straight to the point. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, right? And when you see this and when you hear them talking, this ain't got nothing to do with faith. This is trusting in their own hand. This is trusting in, like when you read about the idols that they make with their own hands. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try to find that. Let's get that real quick. Isaiah 2, because it's also in Psalms as well. So let me get Isaiah. Back. Isaiah 2 and straight to the point, verse 8. Their land is also full of idols. They worship the work of their own hand, that which their own fingers have made. And of course, I mean, this was talking about our people, but this is what the heathen are doing. You know what I'm saying? This is the work of their own hand. right? And then now these idols, I mean, they still need the elements. It does talk about, so in Psalm 115, it does talk about idols with silver and made with silver and gold, but those are elements, and they need natural elements that they cannot create to create or manufacture or doctor. Look that word up. They doctor up these things with and make inorganic things with the organic things that were already on the earth that don't belong to them, that belong to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Straight to the point. No. Start from the top. Not unto us, O Yahweh, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? And that is what they're going to be saying when they are able to perfect, or not necessarily perfect, but they'll get close to, standing up whatever it is that they're trying to stand up, that NWO, the artificial intelligence. But we know, according to the book of Job, when they are, when they go to fill their belly, the Lord will be there to slap the fork out of their hand and be like, yep, time's up. Your little season, according to the book of Revelation, your little season to go out and to deceive the nations, it's over. Verse 3, but our God is in heaven, in the heavens, and he hath done whatsoever he pleased. So he allows you to fulfill your foolish pride for a moment. He allows you to think that you are something equal to him. And then when he brings down that hammer, you'll really see that you were nothing but a vessel fitted for fucking destruction. Verse 4, therefore their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. And the thing is, nowadays, it's perfected. Now their idols have mouths, and they have eyes, and they see, and they speak, and they hear. However, it is nothing when it compares to the creation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that was done right the first time. So these new idols, these AI and all the stuff that they're inorganic life that they're trying to create, it will have eyes, and that is why the image and the image of the beast will have life and can speak, and and that goes into it. It will be able to speak. It will be able to see. It will be able to hear. Because it will, starting with the Greeks, with this beast system was formulated, and it ends here. It will be at its height here and now. But don't even worry about it. They ain't gonna get that far. They will not get that far. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem outside, they won't get that far. Damn, what else did I want to get? Damn, I really lost my train of thought. But well, you know what? I'm not even gonna keep it that long. You actually, let's see. Scientism. Let's look that up real quick. What is that? It's the view that science and the scientific method are the best or only objective means by which people should determine normative and epistemological values. Epistemological. While the term originally defined to mean methods and attitude typical of or attributed to the natural science, some religious scholars and subsequently many others also adopted it as pejorative with the meaning and exaggerated trust in the efficacy of methods of natural science. All there is investigation. Okay, I want to see what that word means. From ancient Greek, episteme, knowledge, and ology is the branch of philosophy concerned with knowledge. Study of nature's origin. Okay. And the word science just means to know something, to actually know something. An empirical method of acquiring knowledge, right? So when you hear them say trust the science, it is a pseudoscience because they are physicians of no value, right? And we are not to trust in that pseudoscience, right? Are falsely so-called, or their science, that is, or their knowledge falsely so-called. Let's see. We'll get that in 1 Timothy in just a second. Involves careful observation, applying rigorous skepticism, which they do not do when it comes to, when you hear them tell you to trust the science, you cannot question anything. You're just supposed to trust. And none of their stories make sense. None of the things that they do make sense. Nothing adds up, but you're just supposed to trust the science. So it's very interesting that we would trust in a devil who downplays the creation and who downplays the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. At the same time, he needs the organic creation to create his inorganic stuff. So let's get that in 1 Timothy, and I'll close it out. I didn't want to be long. I just saw this and I had to do something. Had to say something. Absolutely had to say something. 1 Timothy 6 and 20, straight to the point. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, or opposition of science falsely so called. So their pseudoscience is going to get them in a whole lot, a whole heap of trouble. And Abarat that we are kept and we can live to see it. Live to see the fall of your enemy. Live to see them, the terror in their eyes when the God of the Bible and his son, Yahweh and Yahushai, or when Yahushai shows up and makes their worst fear come upon them. One can only imagine. Almost, though. All right, so shalom.